Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this video. This is about caricatures, about drawing caricatures, a little caricature tutorial or demonstration. And we're going to also talk about when nothing jumps out on a face to exaggerate. That's a that's a common problem. But today we're going to be drawing some caricatures with reference photos from the website earthsworld.com. So here we go. Welcome. My name's Cartoon Mark, and my goal with these videos is to demonstrate how to draw and how to explore drawing a strong likeness through a funny caricature drawing of our subject, and to just explore caricature through education and entertainment as well. So let's blow this face up here. This site is all for people who were seen at the fair, at their county fairs or state fairs. That's usually how this goes. And we're going to draw right with the Crayola markers, going right at it. And I don't know if we're going to do any coloring, but so what do I see? I see a square, definitely a squared off face, okay? I'm going to start with the glasses, just because they're quite obvious. And that nose is something too. So let's talk about the topic. The topic is, what do you do when somebody's got a very normal, normal looking face, you know? Yeah, that can be challenging. And sometimes you got to do a forced exaggeration. I sometimes do that, but I'll tell you what Tom Richmond told us in his books and whatnot. So when he hires people to draw caricatures, he has a couple caricature stands. I think at Great America or the Mall of America. A great. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's in. I forget where he is, Minnesota or Wisconsin. And when he hires people, for every 10 people that walk by, he'd say about one person, the new caricature artist would say, "Oh my God, I'd love to draw that face. I wish the heck they would sit down for me." Okay? Now, fast forward to the end of the caricature season, that same artist would say, out of 10 people, about 3 people, he could say, "Oh my God, I'd love for that person to sit down for me." Now, what happened? Did the faces change? No. What happened was he learned how to see. He or she learned how to see better. So that's what caricature is, how to see. And this is the mouth here. So that's important advice that we got to remember from Tom. Boy, she looks like, I always, when I draw people, I always wonder, like, what do they do? What's their profession? I see her like a bank teller or a bank lady or something, or maybe even a teacher. I don't know. It seems like you wouldn't want to piss her off, though. All right. I see a recessed chin there. Got some piercings going on there. Hard to see. I think there's another one up there, yeah. And the hair, let's do the inner line of the hair. Very tight. No hair really, no forehead really showing. Right? Yeah, I like how this one's going already. It's going to be a good one. And let's just finish it off. I draw from the inside out, guys. I'm not keen on drawing from the outside in, although that's how they teach you. And I should do that. I don't know what she's got there. Is that a Bluetooth or no? That's the hair. Okay. So I will definitely do a video on drawing from the inside out versus from the outside in. I'd love to explore that. I just do what I'm comfortable with and how I learned, you know. And you can do whatever. I like this one. This one came out good. Got a little necklace on there. I had some requests to really flesh out some drawings, so maybe we'll color this one just as an example on how to color with Prismacolor art sticks. Now there's a drawing I did in less than 6 minutes or whatever with no pencil, and I took my time there. I was kind of trying to figure some things out as I was going. All right, so a coloring demo. I use Prismacolor art sticks. First, I go with the overall skin tone, which would be peach. And let's hit that. And now, I don't like to get into eyebrows with, I got some other paper under here. I'm going to remove that first because I need my padding underneath to be there. So that's a trick. That's what you need to do. Stay tuned. I got 2 special guests who are going to make an appearance here at the end. You don't want to miss it. 2 famous people. All right? We may even draw them. I don't know. All right, so for coloring, I go with the flesh tone. And see, these color sticks can really mark up your paper if you're not careful. See, that happened right there. So flesh tone, I go flesh tone, then I go with the warm tone, which would be pink, and then I hit shadows after that at the end. I leave a highlight on the nose. Don't color everything. Always leave some highlights, if you know what I'm saying. And we're going to hit the ears with the warm tone as well with the pink. Always get questions on these. You know, are these pastels? Are they? No, they're very hard, very woodless colored pencils is what they are. They're kind of specific to caricature community, I would say. They're hard to go on, though. It's hard for the paper to take it. If I had a rougher toothed paper, they'd go on really easy. But I got a very smooth paper today because this is what I use for quick party sketch. But it's working. You just got to make a couple passes. That's all. Don't be afraid to make a couple passes. And don't be afraid to turn your paper like Manny Avatizian said in one of his lectures. He says, if you're not turning your paper, guys, you're doing something wrong. So let's try it. Sorry, Manny. Let's try it. I don't know. Because you want to do it in one direction. Because it's really good to use these in one direction. Rather, if you go all the way back and forth, you're going to have these little mishaps. And I've always been told by my buddy Jeff that I need to saturate my colors more, and so I'm working on that. Thank you, Jeff. If he ever happens to watch this, I don't think anybody's. I don't think anybody in the caricature community is watching this. They don't need this. This is more for the new people, or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, I don't claim to know it all, but I give it my all. That's all we can do, right? Okay. So we colored with the general skin tone of peach. Now we're going to go in with the warm color, which would be what? Pink, right? And you want to hit pink where the sun would hit, like where you would get a sunburn. So the nose, the nostrils, and the ears, and the cheeks. And this will just really bring out the colors. And cheeks here, you know, sometimes these ladies got some of that makeup on, some blush, so there we go. And we'll hit these lips with some darker pink. Remember, the upper lip is usually darker than the bottom one. Why? Because it's kind of in shadow from the nose. But I always darken in the bottom part of the bottom lip. Like that. And I always leave a highlight like that. Alright, now we're going to hit some shadows. Under the nose, obviously. That little indentation under the nose. Please tell me what that's called. The philtrum or something? I don't know. And in the folds and the smile lines. Underneath, and definitely some shadows going on, some heavier shadows going on underneath the chin from the way the lighting is in this photo. See how these Prismacolor art sticks can get away from you if they got some dirt on them, or if they got little eraser scribbles on them. They'll show up if you pass over them. So just redo it, no big deal. I used to get all bent out of shape over that. Not no more. I'm all good. It is what it is. All right. Wow, these sunglasses got like a pink, purplish haze to them. Let's do that. I kind of like that. Never really seen that. And like the outer parts are kind of reddish, purplish. So and leave some highlights here and there. Then we'll hit the hair and the shirt, and we'll be done. So that's kind of how to get a caricature going. It's a good start. Let's hit the earrings in yellow real quick. Man, coloring really does bring these out, doesn't it? And let's just fill in the rest of these glasses here. And now the hair, it's almost like black, right? Very dark brown. I'm going to go very dark brown, and then black. Danny, hi, Danny. I'm the only one watching. You and somebody else now, Danny. I appreciate you, Danny. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. What part of the world are you from? I forget. Always love to hear that, where everybody's watching. I think you've told me before. See, if there's something underneath your paper, it's going to pick up on the sticks too. See that? But there might be something underneath. I don't know. It kind of felt something. I'll just do your fill in, and then we'll hit it with the black to kind of bring it out. And see where the part is here? Everything's kind of going out from there. I think this is a solid A. I give this an A for likeness. And that's the thing. I want likeness. It's got to look like it. And man, I drew that caricature of Jamie Jostin. That was like the 5th one I tried. He's tough to draw. Actually, it's a bad reference photo. So I apologize if they ever, I don't know, if anybody thinks it doesn't look like him. I think it's a solid C+. But I tried. I don't know. I think it's a bad reference photo. That's what I'm chalking it up to. Oops, sorry. Oh, you're in Texas, Danny. That's right. I love drawing realism. I mostly draw half faces. What do you mean when you say half faces? Profiles? Or just like a half face, like a style? You can draw realism, Danny? Yeah, I think I saw your stuff. Either there or on Instagram. I forget where. On here. Realism. Boy, you got no room for error. This is why I choose caricature, because you can stretch things and get away with it. So I'm lazy. I'm the lazy artist. I like to, I don't know, I'm joking when I say lazy, figure of speech. But I like room for error, where it might not be noticed. All right, I think we're good with this hair. And yeah, trying to draw a face that you got nothing, or where nothing jumps out at you, is very tough. Very tough, guys. We can get into that. Okay, I messed up. I gotta finish the, this is still part of the skin there. That was the necklace line, not the shirt line. Guys, if you don't know, I am pressing very hard on this, and my easel is like pushing back. That's how hard you really have to press with these. I mean, I'm really like, and it's not even taking it. That's why I love textured paper. See, now it's kind of going. But boy, it's something. You really gotta push on this stuff. And we'll just fill in the rest of the skin tone here. What medium do you use, Danny? Marker, paint, digital? I'm so not a digital guy, by the way. Not that I'm against it, I just think it looks flat. That's just me. Alright, and we'll hit it orange. A little round background for some orange. If you're in a hurry and you're at your caricature stand, you got a line, you can do this for your background. Here's a tip for you. Just kind of designy, And not, it gets the point across. Kind of emphasizes, doesn't take away from it. And really pushes the face forward as well. You gotta turn it around and get that angle. Sorry. There we go. And then just feather it out, fade it out towards the top. And you're good. What do we think? What do we think? Do we got her? Yeah, we got her. I use pencil. Can you draw Sade ink, please? Please draw Sade ink in next video. Yeah, we could look that up. I think that's Sade, right? Sade. Who am I? Sadie. I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. But I will look it up next video. sign your work. That's great, Danny. I love pencil. I love pencil. It's said the E. Yes. I think inspirational elitist likes Sade. Stay tuned, guys. Got a special guest. You want to bring in one special guest right now? All right. Hang on. It's very famous person. Quick plug. I have stickers. I have art. I have everything at my website. I'll put the link in the description. I have original paintings of my crazy faces. WackyCaricatures.com. You can book me there if you're in the Albany, New York area. You can have a caricature done from your photo that I will draw of you. Makes a good gift as well. And I got original paintings, and I even have a cartoon book. Pardon me. I made these little books with my single panel gag cartoons. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Danny. So these are all my single panel gag cartoons. Hey, Charlie, good to see you. So I have those as well. We're getting some heavy rain here outside the Cartoon Mark studio. Let's see if there's any faces that are kind of plain looking, like the title of my video, like this one. Doesn't really have much going on with it. I mean, what do you do? What's the hair doing back there? I kind of think it's in a bun. I mean, we could try. I'm going to pencil this one and then ink it, because there is not much you can do. I mean, guys, it can get tough, Or let's get a guy. I always like to mix it up. I drew a guy. I just drew a girl, so let's look for a guy to draw. Search up Sade. Sadie, is that? I don't know if I'm saying that right. We'll get to that in a minute. We will. But I want to stick with the theme, Danny. And the theme it's called In-Betweeners, okay? It's from Len Redmond's book. What do you do when nothing's really standing out about the person? Okay? I mean, what do? You could do a forced exaggeration. Yeah, nothing on that page. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Just trying to, should have had this set up. Like, even this guy, nothing's really standing out. I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What I would exaggerate, when nothing is standing out at you, what you really go for is the head shape. Okay, so let's try that. There's two things that Tom Richmond teaches us, is where is there more mass, above or below the eye line? Way more mass below the eye line. And then also, where's the widest part of the face? And obviously that cranium. You got a funny shape. So I would go something like that. Eyes would be very close together. His T shape is very, very long. Something like that. I may even shorten this up a little bit. Cheekbones, jawline, cheekbone, jawline, yeah. Let me just raise this up at 10. I think we're good. Let's try it. I always start from the inside out, and this easel has gotten away from me. because I got to push so hard to use those color sticks. Very squinty eyes, and again, these people are usually in the sun, so that's what's going on. He's got these marks right there. The eyes are almost like little triangles, you know? You see that? So this guy, nothing huge is standing out, so what we went with is a head shape exaggeration. You could do that mouth, that nose. I mean, there's so many different ways you can go with it. Skinny bridge of the nose, and then it really flares out. Or you could do the old classic thing, draw a big nose. That's what people think anyway when they think caricature. So I do a head shape and a big nose if nothing's really standing out at me. Look how crooked these lips and this mouth are, huh? That's kind of interesting. Mustache. Again, guys, follow along, watch the replay. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. Follow along or sit back in your easy chair and enjoy the ride. All right. Cheekbone. Cheekbone, jawline's kind of rounded. And the chin is rounded too. He's got an interesting facial hair going on. It's very manicured, but let go at the same time. So we're going to do that line first. Now the outside line. And the beard is very trimmed on the edges too. This is odd facial hair, but we got it. And when it's like this, I go here and there just to kind of indicate it, you know. You don't want to draw 30 million lines, you know. Okay, these ears you could definitely exaggerate, right? Let's hit this head. And this slight hairline here comes down to the beard. Here and there and everywhere, because he's got some spotty hair going on. Now it's coming down. You want to go the direction it's going. You don't just want to hit it and hope that it lands correctly. Actually look at the hair. Think like little pieces of hair. Like Bob Ross says, think like a cloud. Well, all right, let's think like a piece of hair. I love drawing ears. He's got a thicker neck. I'm not going to give him a lollipop neck. All right, we will erase our pencils and shade it in. Solid B. I'll give it a B for likeness. See, it's tough when someone is what Len Redmond calls, from Len Redmond's book, Caricatures, the in-betweener. I encourage you to buy Len Redmond's book, Tom Richmond's book, obviously. And like Tom Richmond said, when he hires somebody new at the theme park, first and foremost, when the season starts, the person, 1 out of every 10 people who walk by, the new artist would say, "Oh man, I'd love to draw that person." And then by the end of the caricature season, after you've drawn, 1,000 faces, 500 faces or so, that same artist at the end of the season would say maybe 3 to 4 out of 10 people, oh man, I'd love to draw that person. Now, what happened? Did the faces get easier or more exaggerated to draw? No. The person learned to see. And I want you to learn to see better as well. I've learned to see a little better each time. I draw something. And sometimes you think you know what's going on in the face, but when you really look at it, I want you to really look at it. It's amazing what a little dark shading can do to a drawing, isn't it? And the bridge. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll just bring in my 2 special guests here. Bob Ross is my art idol. Awesome, Danny. The head shape reminds me of Squidward. Yeah. All right. And it does. It does, doesn't it? He's got some stubble going on underneath his neck. I know you probably can't see it. Well, I think I'll give him some dark shading under the eyes because he's got something going on there as well. Not bad. Caricature tutorial is coming to an end. I wanted to bring in special guest, King Kong Bundy. Hey! It's King Kong Bundy. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. There's Hot Rod Roddy Piper. Holy cow. I found these in the basement. It's been a while since I found these guys. 1985. And it's funny. This brings me up this has to do with caricature too as well. When you look at these faces, they had to get these faces right. Roddy's face is okay. King Kong Bundy's is really spot on. But yeah, interesting stuff, huh? All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Glad you made it this far. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Charlie.